Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Joe.
And I'm Cameron Word.
So we are going to Vietnam today.
Oh.
Have you been to Vietnam?
I have not. The closest I've been is Thailand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because Vietnam in the last decade has become a huge hotspot for travelers.
I know, yeah.
All the resorts.
I see a lot of it on social media. It looks very nice.
It does.
I love Vietnamese food. I had a Vietnamese friend in high school.
Oh.
So when I went to her house, there was always a lot of
very nice.
Of really
Authentic.
good Vietnamese food.
Lucky you.
Yeah. But no, I've never been. Have you been?
I have.
Where did you go?
Okay, here's the thing. I went to Vietnam over 20 years ago, before Vietnam was like all, so popular.
Yeah.
And I actually went to Saigon or Ho Chi Minh. And as many as you know, Cam, in America, in history, Vietnam War, studying the Vietnam War is a big deal.
Yes.
Right, in American history. So I wanted to know about more of this and to see where it happened. And it was a real nice tour that I went on. I went down the Mekong River and did the kind of jungle cruise.
Wow.
So it wasn't the experience that a lot of Korean people have with the resorts. But I definitely do want to go to one of those resorts in the winter.
Yeah. I mean,
they look nice.
I want to do both. Like, I do just want to go to a resort and do nothing for a week.
Yeah.
But that is also a part of the world where they have, like, the ancient buildings, like the ruins and everything.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
It is.
Good food.
Well, we are actually going to Hanoi. We're going north. This month.
Oh.
So I've set my sights on Hanoi, and I'm sure people have been there as well. So it seems that Vietnam is the place to go, and that's why we chose this as our travel destination. Here are some expressions that we're going to cover. Go back and forth.
This means you make a decision, and then you change your decision.
Yeah.
And then you choose something else.
Wata.
Yeah. You cannot make up your mind.
All right. If you weigh the pros and cons, what are you doing?
You're looking at the good things and the bad things, the benefits and the demerits towards something.
And in our subtitle, I've set my sights on Hanoi. So that actually happens to be one of our expressions. If you set your sights on something, what are you doing?
You're looking at it. You're aiming at it. So the sight here is technically in a gun. There's like the telescope with the X, right?
Yeah.
That's called your sights. The sights of a gun.
Really?
Yeah. So that's what you use to aim at something and focus on something.
It's like a sniper.
Yeah.
Set your
sights on it.
Okay.
So we're not necessarily attacking someone, but you're looking at it because you really want that thing.
That's your goal. Very good. Let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue.
I keep going back and forth about our upcoming Vietnam trip. Should we explore the cities or just relax at a beach resort?
Same. I've been weighing the pros and cons, but both options sound great.
Honestly, I've set my sights on Hanoi. The culture and food scene look incredible.
That does sound tempting. Maybe we could split our time between both.
That's not a bad idea. Let's look into the logistics of it all.
Yeah, and maybe sleep on it before booking anything.
Okay, let's take a look at our dialogue on page 20. Miles says, I keep going back and forth about our upcoming Vietnam trip. Should we explore the cities or just relax at a beach resort? That's a good question. Beach resort or city? Okay, I'm going back and forth. This usually happens when you're trying to make a decision, or maybe sometimes you made a decision and you kind of change it. And keep changing it again.
Right. So it is slightly different sometimes from being indecisive.
Good point. Okay,
right?
Tell us.
So if you're indecisive, you just don't know what to do.
Yes.
And so you don't make a decision.
Yes.
A, B, C, I don't know. Going back and forth can mean that, or it can mean I choose A. And then maybe a few hours later or a few days later, you're like, no, actually, I choose B.
B.
And then a few more days go by.
Yeah.
Actually, A was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it can have that meaning where you've made a decision, but you're pulling away from that decision and choosing something else.
Yeah. And so here, it's usually like two options that we're talking about.
Most often,
where
yes.
you go back and forth. So it's kind of like whatever, ping pong, tennis, the ball keeps going back and forth.
Right.
So your mind keeps going back and forth. Okay. So Miles cannot decide, should we go to the city, do like more of a historical, cultural tour, or should we just relax and do nothing at the beach? And what does Claire say?
Same. I've been weighing the pros and cons, but both options sound great.
Okay. So Claire also feels that way, and she's been weighing the pros and cons. So in order to make a decision, what is she doing?
She is looking at the good things and the bad things about the different options. So here, pro, I believe, is Latin. It has a few different meanings in different contexts, but here it's the positive thing, the benefit you can get. So you can say, oh, this is a pro, meaning, oh, this is a good thing.
Good thing.
This is something you will receive that is good. And con, in this case, is a negative thing, something you don't want, but you are going to have to accept.
Yes.
So if you weigh the pros and cons, you're looking at everything and deciding, this is the best option, this is where I can get the most benefit, or where I can avoid the most negative things.
Yeah. And usually when you are weighing the pros and cons, it is a difficult decision. It's not easy. That is why you are weighing the pros and cons.
Yeah, big decisions often, like going to, where you're going to go on vacation, or what college you're going to go to, or
where are you going to move?
What person are you going to marry?
Oh.
You
better really think deeply about that.
They're a nice person, but they don't have a lot of money. That sort of thing.
You got to weigh your pros and cons.
Weigh your pros and your cons.
Okay. Miles says, honestly, I've set my sights on Hanoi. The culture and food scene looks incredible. So Miles has an idea of where he wants to go because he set his sights on Hanoi. Now, the word sight is spelled S-I-G-H T-S. Yes. So, like you said, very good point about the gun and the sights.
Yes. So, sight in the singular is your vision, your 시력, right?
Yes.
Your ability to see. However, in the plural, S-I-G-H-T-S, that is the telescope that you put on top of a gun. And I think sometimes like your bow, like a crossbow or something. So when you're saying you're setting your sights on, you're saying, I'm pointed at, I am aimed at Hanoi. This is what I want to do. I am looking at it. I'm focusing on it. That's what I'm going to get. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So here, it seems that Miles kind of is leaning towards Hanoi because he set his sights on it. Right?
Yeah, more than leaning. I would say he has decided.
He has. And Claire says, that does sound tempting. Maybe we could split our time between both. Now, if something sounds tempting, T-E-M-P-T-I-N-G, so what does this mean?
Tempting here means, that does sound nice. Oh, I really want to do that.
The word tempt is yuhok, right? Temptation.
Yes.
So it is like, kind of like, making you come closer and closer.
Yeah. So things that are tempting can be something that you want to do, but sometimes can be bad. So like a piece of chocolate cake can be tempting.
Oh, gosh.
Even though you already had 5 pieces of cake. Maybe someone, a boy or a girl, looks tempting. They're very attractive.
Yeah, very attractive.
But you shouldn't get with them.
Okay.
Many things that are bad, but they look so good.
They're so good.
Here, though, I don't think there's the badness part of it.
Right.
But she is saying, oh, that does sound really good.
It does sound really great. That's what she's saying. And Miles says, that's not a bad idea. Let's look into the logistics of it all. So if you look into something,
you're doing some research. You're going to weigh those pros and cons, find out the details about something.
Yeah.
So the logistics of it, how are we going to get there?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? How much is it going to cost?
How long are we going to stay? Yeah. All right. Very good. So we'll give you more examples in just a bit. Let's go ahead and look at dialogue one more time.
I keep going back and forth about our upcoming Vietnam trip. Should we explore the cities or just relax at a beach resort?
Same. I've been weighing the pros and cons, but both options sound great.
Honestly, I've set my sights on Hanoi. The culture and food scene look incredible.
That does sound tempting. Maybe we could split our time between both.
That's not a bad idea. Let's look into the logistics of it all.
Yeah, and maybe sleep on it before booking anything.
Okay, let's look at Power Note. We're on pages 22 and 23. So if you go back and forth, usually about something, it means that you keep changing your mind.
Yes.
Okay. Have you decided what color to paint the room yet?
Not really. I keep going back and forth between white and green.
Oh, wow, that's an interesting choice. White and green, but it's really white or like color.
Yeah, maybe it's like a very soft, like a sage green.
Yeah, I would think.
Like a gray green.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We kept going back and forth on the vacation dates. Yeah, maybe you figured out the location, but you don't know when you should go.
Yes.
Is this week better or next week's better? Yeah.
Yeah. How about we've got your mom's thing. She's got that party. Yeah. So it's interesting, this phrase, if you are going to give the actual options. So earlier with the colors, white and green, the preposition you use is between. Go back and forth between white and green.
Yes.
However, if you're just giving like the category, here are the vacation dates, you can use on or you can use about sometimes. To go back and forth on the vacation dates or to go back and forth about the itinerary. Or on the itinerary.
Yes.
So that's, you're not giving the detail, the two choices, you're giving the general idea, topic, or category.
Yeah. Or maybe you haven't decided where to go. Maybe you want to go to Prague. Or, for example, Vienna. I don't know. So you have two choices, right? And so, like you said, I keep going back and forth between Prague and Vienna.
Yes, you've given the actual choices.
Yes.
However, you could say, I keep going back and forth on where I want to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit more general.
Yes.
It's an excellent point. Okay. Now, weigh the pros and cons means that you are considering the good and the bad, the advantages, the disadvantages. Are you going to accept the offer?
I need to weigh the pros and cons first.
Yeah. A job offer. So you can't just accept it. No, you can't. You got to look at the details.
Yeah, because you might be signing a contract
that
you're going to regret.
That's right. You got to look at the details.
For sure.
We should weigh the pros and cons before making a final decision. So again, I feel that if you're weighing the pros and cons of something, it's going to be a pretty big decision.
Yes.
Or an important decision.
Or if you're like my sister, even like small things.
Like what?
Like where to eat dinner. She has used like a spreadsheet before.
No.
To weigh the pros and cons.
For dinner?
My sister's that type of person.
Really?
Because she's like, well, if we go to this restaurant, it's closer by, but it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And the food isn't as good.
Okay.
But we can go to the better restaurant, but it's farther away, which means more gas money. And also, when I eat there, I get a bad stomach ache. But the food tastes really good. That is weighing the pros and cons.
So it doesn't have to be like a big decision.
I think generally it is.
Yeah.
My sister is that type of person where kind of as a joke, she's weighing the pros and cons of what should be a simple decision.
That's interesting. So in these sort of idioms that we learn, we use them sometimes as a joke.
Yes.
More playful, right?
Because it's supposed to be a big, important thing that you're using it for.
Yes.
And we're using it out of place.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I love that. Okay. And I guess in some ways, Cam, we all kind of do it in our heads when you decide what you want to eat or where to go.
Yeah.
For the weekend.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many choices that sometimes, I wish people would just...
It's just too many
choose
choices.
For me.
Yeah. All right. If you set your sight on something, it means that you are kind of trying to achieve a goal or you're aiming at something.
Yes.
Okay. What's next after graduation?
I've set my sights on working in publishing.
Wow. They know what they want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. He's set his sights on becoming a doctor.
Ooh, it's what he's aiming at.
So these are very specific and clear goals that you are wanting to achieve.
Yes. So it's interesting, this phrase, if someone says, I've got my sights set on you.
I was just going to use that example.
Right?
Yes.
Depending on the situation, it could be they are going to attack you. Honestly.
Okay.
It's like, I got my sights set on you. I don't like you and we're going to fight or something.
Or how about in a more romantic sense?
Exactly. That was the other one. You look nice and I want you.
Yeah, that's right.
I've got my sights set on you.
So you see those sort of like old dramas like ballrooms and they've got these single men and single women and one man has set his sights on someone. So like that just means that they are attracted to them and they want to get to know them.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's often that feeling, there was that time of courtship, as we said.
Yes.
Where the man had to win over the woman's heart.
Yes.
Kind of traditionally.
Yeah, traditionally.
What would happen. So the man would have to, buy her gifts, do things for her.
That's right.
Show him that he was like a strong man. So he would do feats of strength in front of her.
Yes.
Because he had his sights set on her.
All right, very good. Our power pattern is let's look into, which means let's really, get into the details, do some research. Let's look into renting a car on our vacation.
Let's look into preschool for our son.
Yeah, gotta read up on things.
Yeah.
Okay. And our power vocab is the word tempting. Do check out that word on page 24. And make sure to stop by
Audio Ohakdang.
Thank you for studying with us today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.